Hello and welcome. This is my 2019 Specialized Rockhopper. I bought it about a year ago from my local bike shop for $560. And I will be perfectly straightforward and admit that it was the color that first caught my eye. Now, this is probably the least modified bike in my collection. And by that, I mean it still has the stock 3x8 drivetrain, and it's got a Tourney rear derailleur and an Altus front derailleur. It still has the stock SR Suntour XCT spring fork. I know a lot of people disparage them, but I have not had an ounce of trouble with this fork the whole time I've had it. I did replace the stock plastic pedals with a set of cheap alloy pedals because, well, I consider those to be a sacrificial item and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it. I did replace the stock stout, I believe it was 720 millimeter handlebar, with a Wake 720 millimeter handlebar. And although the widths are different, the stock one was pretty straight, and the Wake has a bit of a rake to it, or sweep rather. That makes me feel a lot less like I'm leaning forward all the time. And as long as I put the new bar on, I put a set of clamp-on grips. They are Rock Bros brand. And interestingly, they are imprinted with the words bike grip, just in case there's any confusion about what these things are. Now, although this is an entry-level bike, and make no mistake, it is, I have just been having an unreasonably huge amount of fun with it. I would be willing to bet you that this bike accounts for about half of my trail riding, even though I have 3 other mountain bikes. It's just fun. It may not be the lightest bike around or the most well-equipped, but I'll tell you, this little stinker, she climbs hills really well. And I have to attribute that to the bike, not the rider. And it's just fun on the trails. That's what it boils down to. It's a fun bike to ride. And for the money, I can hardly complain. The one thing, and I do mean the one thing, that I think I'm going to do this summer, probably sooner rather than later, is I'm going to put a dropper post on it. I did that with my full suspension Mongoose XR Pro, and that makes a world of difference. So with that said, I'm going to do a quick bolt check, just doing the typical M. Make sure that everything that's tight is supposed to be tight, and then I'm going to go for a trail ride. Well, there we go. 1 year in and the Rockhopper is still running like a champ. It climbs well. It's really fun downhill. The big 29-inch wheels and tires roll over roots and rocks like nobody's business. And the brake adjustment on the rear did work. So now it stops as well in the back as it does in the front, which is a good thing. Seriously, as I said earlier, this bike is just all kinds of fun, even if it's not the fanciest bike in my stable. And I cannot recommend this highly enough. It's just a super all-around fun bike. And at the end of the day, I'm all about the fun. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. Below right is a link to a video that I think you'll enjoy, and below left is a link to the Rockhopper playlist. And regarding the current crisis, remember, you're not alone in this. We are all in this together, and we will all make it through this together. Be safe, be well, and thank you very much for watching. I always appreciate it when you do. Goodbye.